Good morning, children. The second part of our lesson height and distance is here. First of all, we have to understand the meaning of horizon. Horizon means the place on the earth where the sky appear to meet it is called horizon. Here, the straight line of sight which is parallel to the earth's surface is called horizon. A straight line of sight which is parallel to the earth's surface is called horizon. Second part is here, angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Suppose an object above from the ground at A. Here is an object and a person is stand at P. Want to see the object from P. The object forms an angle at the eye of the observer. The object which is above from the earth's surface. So this angle then is called angle of elevation, that is considered here theta. That is, we can define here the angle formed at the observer's eyes by an object above from the horizon is called angle of elevation. It is horizon here. So it is very important when we are discussing about angle of elevation. It means object should be above from the horizon, and the angle made by an object above from the horizon at the observer's eye is called angle of elevation. Next is here angle of depression. Angle of depression. You think here sometime it may the object below the horizon. Suppose you are at the top of a building and a car running on or stand side by a road and want to see from top of a building. Suppose you are here, you are an observer and a car is here. It is an object and you want to see from top of a building to the car which is parked side by a road. So the angle made at the observer's eye by the car is called angle of depression. It means we can define here the angle formed at the observer's eye when an object below the horizon is called angle of depression. Is called angle of depression. So these two angle of depressions very important before to start the questions based on height and distance. One more things that we have to keep in our understanding before to start the chapter height and distance, that suppose you have given a point on the ground, it means you will have to draw a straight line for ground. Next, suppose you have given there is a pole, it means you will have to extend a pole by drawing its base, that is ground. So that means a tower, a pole or a tower or a tree or a building, any objects are given having some heights, then you will have to use the perpendicular line on the ground. The next point that we have to understand, a pole or a tower or a tree or a building, any objects having some height have the three position or the three part. First is its top, second its bottom, and third somewhat above from its base or somewhat below from its top, that considered here middle or betweenness. So these three positions of a tower or a tree or buildings are important. When we are solving a question, we shall have to keep in our understanding that these 3 points and these 3 parts are very important to draw the diagram according to the situations. For next lecture, you will have to subscribe my channel, because you can get the immediate link for that. Thank you, my dear children.